Hello guys, in today's class we shall start second chapter of your module 1, that is three-phase transformers. So in earlier class we have discussed about single phase transformers. Now we shall learn about three-phase transformers. Usually generation of electric power in India, it is of around 11 kV. Our generators which will generate the power at 11 kV or even somewhat higher in other countries, but in India it is generated at 11 kV. So we need to transmit the electric power. So in that case we require very high voltage. Yes, we know the advantage of high voltage because it has got more efficiency as well as low loss. So in that case we need to step up the voltage from 11 kV. It is written here 13.2 kV anyhow, but in India it is 11 kV. So we need to step up this 13.2 kV or 22 kV from low voltage to high voltage like 110 kV, 132 kV or 400 kV, or 600 kV, one more than that. So in that case, to step up the voltage we require three-phase transformers. So at the distribution again we need to have step-down transformers so that these voltages are reduced to the voltages which is suitable for industry or any house. So in house we get what? Single phase supply, because all the appliances which you use in a house are what? Single phase. So we receive single phase 230 volt to our house. So there also, even it is single phase, we require three-phase transformer, that is step-down transformer is essential. So three-phase transformers have proven economical in transmission as well as utilization of electrical energy. Previously what happened, before coming of this advent of three-phase transformers, we used to have three single-phase transformers. Means I used to have single-phase transformer in number 3. I used to connect them in such a manner that it acts like a three-phase transformer. But nowadays single three-phase transformer has come in the market, so they are popular and they are widely used. These single three-phase transformers have made tremendous improvement in their design as well as manufacture. So now let us see the construction of three-phase transformers. Again here also we have two types of three-phase transformers. One is your core type and other one is shell type, as we discussed in the earlier class. Here in the core type we have three cores of single phase transformers that are combined to form a three-phase core type transformers. Similarly for shell type transformers we have three single phase shell type transformers. Again they are combined to act like a single three-phase shell type transformers. At the first let us see the core type construction. See, this is your three-phase core type transformer. I already told you core type transformers where winding owns the core, where in the shell type shell is surrounding the or your core is surrounding the windings, so it is called as shell type. Already discussed, but here it is winding is surrounding, so it is called as core type. So you can see three-phase means obviously I need to have three circuits. One is this, that's R, other one is Y, other one is P. So we have three limbs here. On three limbs we are going to connect the primary as well as the secondary winding. This will act like what? Primary winding, which are connected in the star fashion. You can see all the ends are been shorted. Okay. Again this is the secondary side. Again here also it is a star connected one. We shall learn about star, delta and everything in the coming classes, but for just now you just understand this. It is connected in the star fashion in the secondary side. So like I told you, it consists of three limbs or three legs which are magnetic circuit, and again these are the yokes. Yes, we already discussed about yoke and everything the last class. Again the same thing, all windings are wound cylindrically. So your core type of transformer consists of two windows. This is the window 1 and this is the window 2, and in each window it contains two primary winding and two secondary windings. Either you can consider this or you can consider this. Each one window consists of two windings. 2 windings primary and 2 windings secondary, altogether 4. Okay. Now let us go with the shell type of transformer. Like I told you, core surrounds the winding, so the name shell type transformer. Here shell type transformer, the 3 phases are more independent in nature than that it was with respect to core type. This is because each phase has individual magnetic circuit. You can see this is the magnetic circuit for the phase, and here it is for other phase, here for the third phase. So they are all independent of each other. But here it was not so. This phase, this, okay, anyhow these were this, but here you can see it was somewhat dependent here, but here it is separate. Each phase is having separate core. Okay, so it has an individual magnetic circuit which is independent with respect to each other. The construction of shell type 3-phase transformer is shown here. You can see, while the arrangements of the winding here it is only shown with respect to only one winding for simplicity, and so we have other like core like this at the bottom. This will act, if I say this act like a primary, means the bottom will act like a secondary. The construction, this is the winding arrangement. So you should not worry about where is the secondary winding. Secondary winding is not shown, just for the sake of simplicity. Just similarly we have other just like this, how the 2 windows are there, right? 2 windows, 2 windows, 2 windows. With respect to same thing, we are going to have the mirror image over here, which acts like a secondary. Here the 3-phase shell type transformer has construction similarly to that single phase shell type transformer, built on the top of one another. That's what one another, the other, same thing. Just it's a mirror of the secondary winding. Secondary construction will be mirror of the primary. So this type of transformer is rarely used in the practice. Now coming to the advantage of single 3-phase transformers. So I was telling you before, right? Earlier we used to have 3 single phase transformers to get the 3-phase supply and all, but now single 3-phase transformer has come in the market. So that, okay, anyhow it has come a long back ago, but here we need to discuss how what is the advantage of having a single unit of 3-phase transformers, which is now popular. At the first, you can see a 3-phase transformer occupies less space for same rating as well as when compared to that of bank of 3 single-phase transformers. One more name for using 3 single-phase transformers is, it is called as bank of 3 single-phase transformers. So it uses less space when compared to that, and also it weighs less. The cost is also less. Only one unit is required to handle, which makes the operator easy, because if there are 3 means again it is difficult to connect all the windings and all depending upon the star or delta. So in that case this single 3-phase transformer will be much easier to handle, and again transportation is easy because as there is a single unit, no doubt it will be heavy when compared to that. This okay, altogether it might be different, but if it is single means it is can be easily carried or transported. So the core will be smaller size when compared to that of bank of 3 single phase transformers, and the material required for core is also less, so the cost will be less. Okay, single phase is more efficient because it has got a compact in size, so it is more efficient there when compared to that of bank of 3 single phase transformers. In case of 3 single phase units, 6 terminals were required. Yes or no? Because 3 you are going to short at the neutral side, and again 3 you are going to short at the neutral or the secondary side for primary as well as secondary. Again 3 at the primary for input and 3 at the secondary output. So totally 6 terminals. 6 terminals is what? 6 terminals with respect to primary as well as 6 terminals with respect to secondary. Yes or not? Just it is with respect to one of the primary or secondary winding. Okay, so the overall bus bar structure, again this is again beyond this, because anyhow just remember this bus bar, switch gear, everything you will be learning in your coming semesters and but just as of now just remember this bus bar structure as well as switch gear and installation of single 3-phase unit is simpler when compared to that of bank of 3 single phase transformers. But one more thing, advantage what is of having bank of 3 single phase transformers. Now also we are using those, because we know that in mines and all what happens, the place is very small, even people find difficult to go inside. In that case you can't take single 3-phase transformer inside the mines and all. So in that case your bank of 3 single phase transformers will come into action there. So the transportation will be even much more easier there, because they are light in weight when compared to that of single 3 phase transformers, and easily carry inside, and you can have the advantage of having bank of 3 single phase transformers. Even one more advantage we'll be going to discuss in the coming class. Even you can enjoy a 3 phase supply by using open delta connection, just by using two transformers, two single phase transformers we can utilize to have enjoy the 3 phase supply. We shall see how is that, but with the compromise. What is that? The rating is compromised. Say the transformer is around 100 MVA, means the rating will be reduced. We shall see how much rating is reduced by deriving certain formula. Okay, so even if you have two single phase transformers, then also you can enjoy the 3 phase supply by using open delta connection. Okay, now coming to the principle of operation of 3 phase transformers. See, the principle of operation, everything is very much similar to that of your single phase transformers. Only one thing is what, the 3 windings are what, 120 degree electrically apart from each other. So in the primary we have the 3 currents, that is IR, IY, IB with respect to red, yellow and blue, which produces the own fluxes, that is phi R, phi Y, phi B, with respect to individual cores. The common leg of the cores, the center leg will carry the sum of the 3 fluxes. Okay. So here at any instant you can see that the summation of the current is equal to 0, summation of the flux will be also equal to 0 at any instant. Hence the center leg does not carry any flux. This will be very much clear here. You can see here, these are the 3 cores which are 120 degree electrically apart. Just for its sake of showing, they have made like this. You can see that here it is with respect to R phase, here with respect to Y phase, and this core is with respect to 3 phase. These are the 3 individual cores, and again they are all connected at the central here. This is central limb, these are the separate individual limbs. You can see central limb always carry flux phi. Phi is what, summation of phi R, phi Y, phi B, because it's the KCL law you can apply here. Summation of current entering is equal to summation of current leaving, yes or not? So phi is equal to phi R plus phi Y plus phi B. So at any instant what happens, summation of these current will be equal to 0. Why? Because these flux are 120 degree electrically apart. So if you add within a calculator also, means always at any instant this flux will be equal to 0. So that's why the central limb does not carry any of the flux. That is why it is given here. Central leg form carries some of the all 3 fluxes, but sum of the current is equal to 0, hence sum of the 3 fluxes is also 0. That's why they have rightly told that fluxes at any instant in the central limb is equal to 0. So central leg will does not carry any flux. Central leg will does not carry any flux. So even if the central leg is removed, it hardly makes any difference to the condition of the transformer working condition, but still for the rigidness as well as for the sake of construction, we need to do that. Okay, as per this. So general principle, like I told, it is same as that of your single phase transformer, like it follows again Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Okay, this is a 3 phase supply which are giving an IR, IY, IB. Okay. Now coming to the bank of single phase transformers. Like I told you, why we are going to use a bank of single phase transformer. Like I told you, if the 3 phase transformer, single 3 phase transformer is not available, in that case we need to go with the bank of 3 single phase transformers. And also I told you that even if you have 2 single phase transformer, then you can enjoy the 3 phase supply by having open delta connection. Okay, let us see that how that can be done in this section. So same characteristics and all the same, but we saw the advantage of having a single 3 phase transformer and all. So in order to achieve some iron single unit 3 phase supply may be constructed like I told you. The main drawback of the single unit of 3 phase transformer is, if any of the phase is out of the order, if say one phase gets problem, means if the phase get burned, then you can't use that single 3 phase unit. Again whole unit has to be removed, again that particular phase has to be replaced. So this is what the disadvantage of having single 3 phase transformer, and it takes lot of time. So this is the not case. So this doesn't happen with the case of 3 single phase transformer. There, even if the one transformer fails, you can enjoy by connecting 2 transformers in the open delta connection with a reduced capacity, with reduced rating. Thus the reliability is and continuous supply is maintained. So this is the major advantage of having bank of 3 single phase transformers. and even if the one transformer fails, you can replace with the other transformer which is available like a spare. Okay.